So let me guess, you're sitting there staring at your options wondering, am I making a horrible mistake picking this career? I get it. I mean, no pressure, right? Just a decision that will define your entire future. Pressure to pick the perfect career is a myth. It's way too overrated. Most of us don't make a single flawless decision and then ride off into the sunset of a professional bliss. It's a journey with a lot of twists and turns. So let's figure out how you can make the best decision for now without losing sleep over it. Welcome to CourseCorrect, your upskilling partner. Today, we are diving deep into the anxiety of career choices. If you're here, you're probably worried that you're about to make the wrong move and you're not sure how to tell if this career path is the right one. Spoiler alert, it doesn't have to be perfect and you can always pivot. Let's get into it. First up, the pressure to get it right the first time. I need to call this out because it's everywhere. Society tells us we need to know exactly what we want by the time we are 18. Make perfect choices and stick to it for the rest of our lives. No mistakes allowed. But that's not how careers work. It's not even how life works. It's more like you're on a hike and there's no map. But there are a lot of trails to choose from. You take one, and if it's not quite right, you backtrack a bit and take another. Most people don't just pick a career at 21 and stick with it until they retire. They try things, learn what they like, and move into new directions. Even the people who look like they have it all figured out are probably adjusting as they go. So instead of obsessing over making the perfect choice, ask yourself, is this career going to teach me something valuable? Will it help me develop skills that could be useful down the road? Will I get to meet interesting people? Work on projects I find at least a little exciting? If the answer is yes, you're making a good move, even if you end up shifting years later. Now let's talk about some red flags that could mean you're heading down the wrong path. If you're only choosing a career for the money or because you think it look impressive to other people, that's a pretty big warning sign. Don't get me wrong, money is important. We do need it to do things like buy food, pay rent, and occasionally splurge on those overpriced lattes that make life just a bit better. But if that's the only reason you're picking a job and you have no interest in the work itself, you're likely going to burn out fast. It's like deciding to become a doctor just because your parents want you to. But every time you see blood, you feel faint. No, not a great fit, right? If you can already feel the dread creeping in when you think about spending years in this career, that's a sign you might want to reconsider. Imagine doing those day-to-day tasks, dealing with those challenges, and sitting through those meetings. If just thinking about it makes you feel miserable, it might be time to go back to the drawing board. And here's another biggie. Sometimes we pick careers because that's what's expected out of us. Maybe your parents have been calling you future lawyer since you were 5, or your friends all think you should get into finance because, hey, that's where the money is. It's great that they care about you, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with the decision. If the path you're on isn't something you actually want, it's time to start asking some questions. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, I don't even know what I want. Guess what? That's completely normal. Not everyone has a burning passion or a crystal clear vision of their future. And if you don't have that, you're not doomed. It means it's just time to do a little exploring. Treat your career like a buffet. Sample everything until you find something that clicks. Take on internships, try different roles, experiment. You might find something you never even knew you'd enjoy. Think of it like this. Your career isn't a laser-focused beam. It is more like a spotlight. It covers different areas. It evolves and it changes as you do. You don't have to know what you're going to be doing in the next 10 years. You just need to make a choice that feels right for now and trust that the rest of it will come together in time. And then there's a question of values. What's important to you? Is it work-life balance? Is it creativity? Making an impact? If you value flexibility and independence, but you're picking a career where you're expected to work 80 hours a week at a desk, it's not going to be a good fit. Value matters more than we often think. When your career aligns with your value, work doesn't feel like a constant uphill battle. If it doesn't align, you will find yourself feeling drained no matter how good the paycheck or title is. And here's the good news. If you realize down the line that your career doesn't align with your values or you just don't like it anymore, you can change your mind. Seriously, we've been taught to think of career changes as these massive failures, but they're not. They're just a part of growth. People change careers all the time and most of them end up happier for it. The most important thing is to stay flexible for new possibilities. Don't let fear of change keep you stuck in a situation that isn't working for you. One of the best things you can do before jumping into a career is to talk to people who are already in it. I'm not talking about a Google search. I'm talking about real conversations. If you think you want to be a graphic designer, find a few designers and ask them what it's actually like. What's the best part of the job? What's the worst part? What do they wish they knew before they started? It's amazing how much clarity you can get from someone who's already living the life. It's like getting a sneak peek before you come in. All of this sounds overwhelming. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't even know where to start, that's where CourseCorrect can come in handy. With CourseCorrect, you don't have to wander blindly trying to figure it all out. We use AI to help you assess your current skills, identify what's missing, and match you with the course that'll help you get where you want to go. You can explore new fields, learn about what aligns with your value, and upskill, all without having to figure out everything on your own. You can start using CourseCorrect just by clicking on the link in the description below. Let me leave you with this. Your career is not set in stone. It's not a one-time decision you that you can never change. It's a series of choices, of experiments, of trying new things. You're allowed to pivot, to change your mind, and to choose a different path if the one you're on isn't right. You don't need to know what your perfect career is right now. You just need to make a choice that feels right for today. The rest will work itself out one step at a time. Maybe you will start in marketing and discover that you love analytics, so you move into data science, or you start in finance and realize you love working with people, so you pivot into HR. The important thing is to keep moving, to keep learning, and to stay open to the idea that your career can be as flexible as you need it to be. Whether you're considering becoming a software developer, a teacher, a digital nomad, or I don't know, a professional alpaca farmer, go for it. Take the first step, learn, grow, and be willing to change direction if the current one isn't what you thought it would be. And remember, there's no such thing as a perfect choice, only the choice that's best for right now. Thank you for watching, and if you need help navigating your career path, remember that CourseCorrect is here to help. Click the link in the description to start using CourseCorrect. Choose to keep moving forward, choose to learn, and choose to explore. You've got this.